Salutations Space Cadets, and thank you so much for landing back on my channel. For today's mission, we have the patch notes for DC Dual Force 1031, the Halloween patch 2023. So yeah, there's really not much going on here. I mean, we pretty much just have like some general changes and some minor gameplay fixes, and then the new comic. But the new comic is extremely good. I've already played through it. Let me know if you want to see my playthroughs of the comics as a video in the comments section down below. I don't know. Maybe I used to do it, but it seemed like that was like the ones you guys watched the least. So I was just like, I just stopped uploading them. But if you guys actually are interested in again, or at least for the ones that are paid, and so like if you're free to play, you might want to see them since you won't be able to play them yourself. Let me know. But there's really no TLDR. I guess the TLDR would be just what you get from the comic, which is Barbados. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I think that's what it is. This is a pretty interesting card. This is a gold ultimate 13/8. It reads, Barbados can be affected by actions, and important to note, it can be affected by your own actions as well. And then end of turn, deals 13 damage to other friendly recruits. Now my evaluation on this card is, it's probably not going to be like meta warping, but I don't think it's a bad card. It's very interesting. We already recorded some games along with it. There's some nice little workarounds and stuff like that that you can do. You know, slotting some parting shots, using things like Batman who came out last week, and they'll be invincible. So by the end of the turn, their end of turn triggers before the invincibility ends on Batman Who Laughs. So you'll have a nice little combo there as well. And you can slot in things like Brick on the Tyranny side, and Brick will actually gain attack instead of dying to Barbados. So we got an interesting deck coming in tomorrow. If you're watching this the same day that it's uploaded, hope you're excited for that. But yeah, and then we pair them along with a Batman Who Laughs. So it's a pretty interesting card. And like I said, the comic itself is very good. So if you're on the fence or getting that, the new comics have been absolutely fire in terms of music, gameplay, and the cards that we've gotten. It's been pretty interesting as well. So you're not going to be upset about that. I'll also note about Barbados is, say for instance, like you use Friends in High Places on Barbados, it will get the buff, and when you summon him, he'll keep the buff as well. I think it's like things that he has to be on board before it gets affected. So I don't know, I haven't tested it yet to see if like you play Barbados and then they play Appetite, and then if he'll be unaffected then. But he definitely is affected by Appetite before you play him, because that has happened to me so far. But yeah, that's Barbados. Now let's just go over the patch, and we'll just read it off. And there's really no thoughts to give on this one. It's just some general stuff, but I'll read them off just for the sake of it, I guess. It's not like I'm earning ads yet, so it's not like I'm doing this for watch time. But pressing the end turn button will now pass the player's turn if there are leftover resources after summoning a deploy recruit, and the resources are more than the summon recruit's cost requirement. Literally no clue what that means. If you have any idea what they're talking about, let me know in the comment section down below. To actually be interested in knowing what that even means. But yeah, Batman Who Laughs recruit is now granting invincible to leaders and recruits that gain chaotic after he has been played. I didn't really notice that. I did a game with it with Ares and stuff like that, and I didn't notice anything like that was like bugged about it, but I guess there was. Friendly chat mod now prevents playing actions as intended. That's a comic card. And then Starlab's research now plays correctly when placed on the game board. I don't know if that meant in the base game or in comics game, who knows. And then for the general one, the Zatanna Tada emote, the Halloween version one, was bugged, and you couldn't hear the audio. You could still play it. I don't even know if you could put it in your thing, but yeah, that was a bit bugged. Then we have Joker's leader ability and sound effects no longer play out of order in Mission 5. Flashpoint, who cares? Card choice UI will now scale properly. I don't know who that's relevant for. This one's another comic thing. There's another comic thing. Lobo's ability now has sound effects when played. Cool. It is cool, actually. I heard it. Cupid is now displaying visual effects when played. Man-Bat stuff, yeah, this is all comic stuff. Gameplay animations are no longer being delayed and should now play in sync between the player and their opponent. That's interesting. And the last one is also a comic thing. So yeah, like there's nothing much here, but you know, it's pretty chill. They did have a really big patch last time, a bunch of bug fixes. You know, we're gonna get another bat patch somewhat soon. So between that and the balance changes last week, I didn't really expect anything big for this week. But the comic was very nice, so I'm very excited for that stuff. And let me know, what other changes would you like to see to DC Dual Force? Are you satisfied with the game? Is there some things that you wish you still had and the game that can work towards? I would love to know that in the comment section down below. And make sure you like the video if you did like it. And about 68% of you guys aren't subscribed. We're trying to hit monetization on the channel, and we need 1,000 subscribers on that. We're getting well on our way. We're at 200 or so right now, so we're steadily but surely growing. So I greatly appreciate if you can hit the subscribe button. And last but not least, we do stream on YouTube and Twitch Monday through Fridays, 11 a.m. PST. So if you want to come along, submit your decks. We might even get featured on the channel one day, and I'd love to see that. And without further ado, that's gonna be all from me. I'll be blasting off, and I'll see you soon, Space Cadets.